Hey people, CzarThwomp here, and welcome to the first episode of my new playthrough, Sly Cooper and the Thievius Raccoonus. You don't know how excited I am to finally do this game, because this game is arguably one of my favorites of all time. Basically, the Sly Cooper series, the Jak and Daxter series, the Ratchet & Clank series, basically, all three of them have a very strong sentiment for me. And I have been looking forward to doing the Sly Cooper series in particular on this channel. Heck, if I had the proper means of recording PS2 games at the time, this would have actually been my very first Let's Play instead of Psychonauts. But basically, I have been trying to get the footage up. I've been trying to basically find ways to record this. I tried emulation, but I could never get it to work. Heck, I've been trying to emulate this game since 2021. But yet, I had given up hope until I found out how to actually record HDMI footage from a PS2 directly. So here we are. Anyways, let's go. Okay, we're going to go new game. As you can see, I am very fond of I'm very fond of completing. Got blown into the controller because it's not a game until I blow into the controller. Okay, we're going to erase this game. And new game.
Sly, come in. Sly, do you read me?
Yeah, I read you. Loud and very loud.
Sorry, I'm a little nervous. Trying to break into police headquarters does that.
Get over it, Bentley. You're safe in the van. I'm the thief here. I've got to steal that file from Inspector Carmelita Fox.
Well, count on me to be your eyes and ears, buddy. Got their security system totally scoped. To get inside, you're gonna have to go through that air vent.
All right, I'm going in.
And don't forget you got me at the wheel, Sly. All you gotta do is grab the file and get back to the van. We'll do the rest.
Just keep that engine running, Murray. I'll be down in no time.
Okay, anyways, in terms of genre, this game is a mixture of stealth, and I have to go into the options and change it. Anyways, okay, where is it? Vibrations, there we go. Let's turn that off. So anyways, in terms of the genre of this game is... Okay, gotta turn the timer on. This game is a mix of stealth and platforming, with an emphasis on platforming. So anyways, coins in this game. Just like in a lot of other games, you collect 100 of them, you get an extra life. However, lives are actually not all that important in this game. They're just more or less for show. I'll explain later when we actually get into the game proper. But anyways, you can jump with the X button, you can do a double jump, swing your cane with the square button, and basically triangle will be used for powers once we get our hands on that. And if you basically press if you press any of the shoulder buttons, you can bring up your binocucom, which does have its uses, but it is very niche. Anyways, let's get going.
Hey, Bentley, I think I'm seeing things. Must be vertigo or something. Can you see those crazy blue lights?
Really? I've read about this. Master raccoon thieves are able to sense thieving opportunities, which manifest themselves as unexplainable blue auras. According to my research, all you have to do is get near them and hold down the circle button, and you should perform a super sneaky master thief move.
Hold down the circle button near blue auras. I'm on it.
So anyways, this area would always cause my emulator to chug, where basically it wouldn't be so much laggy, but it would just be slow down, where basically just Sly, Bentley, I think I'm seeing things. Sly, the blue aura. But anyways, if you see those blue sparkles right there, you can basically just press the circle button and you can interact with them. And that is Sly's premier move, the Siddle. So anyways, just Bentley. Sly! What the hell? Are you a bath salt, Sly?
Be extra careful here, Sly. Break one of those laser beams and you'll set off the alarms. Not to mention you'll be...
Yeah, but basically, lasers in this game. Lasers will start out yellow by default. Same with spotlights when we eventually run to them. If you cross them once, you don't take any damage or anything, but it will trigger alarm, which will make them hazardous.
Inspector Carmelita Fox's office is behind the red door.
Okay, so anyways, let's just go over to Carmelita's office. It's at the far end of the hallway. You can just do pretty much whatever. Yeah, just this billboard right in the middle of the hallway with just this flag. Like, what, is this a community thing? Just no one has an individual case. It's like a hobby, an office pole. So anyways, you can sidle across the wall. However, I find it a little faster just to do this sort of thing, where you jump and you sidle. You jump and you sidle. Yeah, just smash up Carmelita's office. Just smash up the entirety of the place. Carmelita won't return my calls. Sly, what the hell? You're breaking it. You're leaving evidence behind. You're smashing up all her stuff. That's not why we're. Bentley, she won't return my calls. She won't give me them digits.
Way to go, Sly. This is where Inspector Carmelita Fox stashes all her important files. I hacked into the police security mainframe and discovered this false combo. Try dialing in 937.
Okay, basically you can just tap up and down on the analog stick or the D-pad, and you can basically put in a vault combo. Bentley always gives you the correct one, so you never have to worry.
Nice job! You got it! If you come down through the fire escape and head through the parking lot, we'll be waiting in the getaway van.
Yeah, at this point in the series, it wasn't just the van. Actually, wait, Sly did call it the van, but just this is the only time that Murray ever or anyone calls it the getaway van. They never refer to it as the getaway van in any other game in the series.
Criminal! You foolish raccoon. I've caught you red-handed.
Ah, Carmelita. I haven't seen you since I gave you the slip in Bombay.
Which reminds me, you need to return the Firestone of India to its rightful owners.
And I was gonna give it to you as a little token of my... Hey, you know, that bazooka really brings out the color of your eyes. Very fetching.
You think? This pistol packs a paralyzing punch. You ought to try it. Might snap you out of your crime spree.
And give up our little rendezvous?
Plenty of time for that once you're safely behind bars.
Love to stick around and chat, but I just dropped by to pick up this case file. I think you've had it long enough.
So anyways, for fun facts, Sly mentioning that Carmelita's shock pistol is a bazooka. For the longest time, I actually would refer to it as her bazooka, basically. I would refer to it as a bazooka, just for the longest time. Anyways, yeah, just Carmelita blowing up the police cars. She's not even aiming at Sly at this point. She's just aiming at the cop cars. Yeah, screw transportation. She doesn't even try to fire at the Cooper van, just the police cars.
Once again, my gang and I had given Inspector Carmelita Fox the slip. I was surprised to see how well she took it. Finally, the secret police file I'd been searching for all these years. With this, I could avenge my family and regain possession of our most valued treasure. It all began when I was just a kid, bouncing on my father's knee. You see, I come from a long line of master thieves who kept all their secrets of sneaking and stealing in an ancient book. The Thievius Raccoonus. Anyone who read it learned to be especially sneaky, which is why we specialize in stealing from criminals. After all, there's no honor, no challenge, no fun stealing from ordinary people. You rip off a master criminal, and you know you're a master thief. Well, on the night I was supposed to inherit the book, 5 visitors came unannounced to our door. My father fought to protect us, but the gang of villains known as the Fiendish Five overpowered him and ransacked our house until they found the Thievius Raccoonus. Our family's manual of thieving greatness fell into their filthy hands. They tore the book into 5 pieces and split it up, each villain disappearing to the farthest corners of the world to commit dastardly crimes. Broken alone, I was dumped at the town orphanage. There I met 2 guys who became my lifelong buddies and trusted crew. Bentley, techno genius and strategist supreme, and Murray, part-time driver and full-time burden. Together we pledged to track down the Fiendish Five, avenge my father, and steal back the Thievius Raccoonus. I knew I was about to face the toughest test of my life. On this mission, I would either become a master thief like my ancestors before me, or fail and allow my family name to bite the dust.
Okay, so anyways, that's the premise of the game. Sly's family was killed by a group known as the Fiendish Five, and Sly's out to avenge them by taking down each member one by one.
Work back there at police headquarters, Sly. Come see me if you want to check out any of your old movies. I've got them all here on my computer. Use the left analog stick to move around the hideout and the X button to select things.
So basically, this is the hideout, this is the hub where you can select all the different chapters, and if you select Bentley, you can see all the movies you've unlocked. All the cutscenes. And yeah, love how just Bentley is sitting at a swanky Sly desk. Seriously, just... Though, you know, we never see this desk after this game. What happened to the desk? Did Bentley keep the desk? Did the desk get lost somehow? So anyways...
I've already plotted a route to our first target.
Yeah, though you could also go to the right one space to get a preview of the next episode. And Murray's just blocking it off. Just doing something. Is he sitting on a stool?
Oh, you want one?
Thank you for your generosity, Murray.
I've already plotted a route to...
The road trip gave me the time I needed to study up on Sir Raleigh the Frog. As a young man, this hot-tempered frog grew bored of his life of luxury and privilege. On a whim, he tried his hand at a bit of piracy and found it to his liking. Raleigh, who quickly became addicted to crime, was brought into the Fiendish Five as chief machinist, where his evil tinkering genius rose to new heights. The last reported sighting of this mad machinist was off the soggy coast of the Isle o' Wrath, a small island uncomfortably situated in the middle of the perilous Welsh Triangle.
Sly Cooper in Tide of Terror. Though despite the name, there isn't a lot of horror in this chapter. In fact, just the whole vibe of this chapter is basically steampunk meets tech meets high class elegance with a hint of piracy. So anyways, over here, this sign, this is actually known for in the speedrun community because basically just you hit the sign at just the right angle, basically, and you can just spring yourself. I've never been able to master it though. Anyways, as you can see, just different chapters, different coins. In this chapter, basically, we have Raleigh's has the coin. Oh, by the way, I'm going to just show this off now.
I just spotted something that's going to complicate the mission. See that nasty-looking gate? It blocks the only road leading into Raleigh's hideout.
No problem. I'll just use my climb move.
Okay, but remember, you can only climb on certain objects, like pipes and ropes.
Yeah, sure, and like that ladder there?
That is correct, but do not forget, Sly. You have to get close.
Then hit the circle button to grab it. Yeah. Relax, Bentley. I live for this stuff.
Yeah, and that's what worries me.
So basically, how I was able to do that, Sly and Bentley's portraits can be controlled by the left and right analog sticks respectively. Basically, you move the left analog stick, basically you move Bentley's portrait.
The message you just found appears to be some sort of clue. I'll decipher here in the van. In the meantime, see if you can find any more clues. The more I have, the easier it'll be to crack the code.
So anyways, left analog stick moves Bentley's portrait, right analog stick moves Sly's. You can, when you see that icon right there with Bentley, that'll allow you to rewatch the cutscene, basically, where you're getting the briefing. So you never have to worry about being locked out of it. You don't have to start a new game to see this for the first time. So anyways, let's just head up here. Yeah, I just want to make sure we're not missing any bottles. But anyways, as I was saying, just clue bottles. If you collect all of them in a level, you can unlock a vault somewhere in the stage, and you can get a page of the Thievius Raccoonus, or an enemy blueprint, which is, I believe, after every third vault, which is the third vault that you unlock in a given area. So anyways, you can either use that rope to climb in over the gates, or you can use the ladder. Just Raleigh leaving a ladder out.
Hold on, Sly. See those searchlights? One careless step, and you'll be subjected to acute combustion.
You done whining? Let's go.
I'm just trying to keep you alive, partner. Fortunately for you, I launched these signal repeaters throughout Raleigh's fortress. Get close to one, and I can checkpoint your progress.
Nice.
Okay, so in short, basically, don't touch spotlights, and checkpoints will basically be those projectors over there. Anyways, these guys, our first enemies. Enemies in this game typically will die after only one hit. though, even though that guy was our first enemy and he's a projectile user, a lot of enemies in this game are close combat sort of foes.
According to my amphibio positioning system, that big blimp is where Raleigh is hiding out.
You know, that blimp looks more like a machine than a hideout.
You're right, Sly. That is a storm machine. It's the reason why it never stops raining around here.
That explains all the wrecked ships.
But why would Raleigh want bad weather at his own hideout 24/7?
Beats me. But rain or shine, I'm gonna steal my family's book back. And if Raleigh gets in my way, it's on.
Maybe Raleigh's minions are homunculi. Yeah, though really, just Raleigh did it first and Raleigh did it better than Makoto. I'm sorry, just Makoto was using a bathhouse, Raleigh is a floating blimp. So anyways, you can just easily jump through the water here. You don't have to use the rocks. The game kind of tries to encourage you to use the rocks to basically get around this river. Okay, but anyways, that hook over there, Bentley's gonna explain it.
Nice job so far, Sly. To get over the next gate, you'll need to grab onto this hook using your cane. Just jump and hit the circle button.
Got it. Jump and hit the circle button to grab onto hooks.
Yeah, anyways, this is the only level in the game where the game really gets handholdy. Just a lot of the time, for most of the game, just Bentley's gonna leave you alone. He's only gonna bring up slight observations. Anyways, these mallet guys, they're some of my favorite enemies in the game. I just love the look of them. I love the big mallet. I like the yellow outfit. Just, frankly for me, when I first played this game, I just loved how much yellow was used. The yellow of the stars, the yellow of the coin, the yellow in Sly's cane. Just so much yellow. Yeah, for me, basically, just for the longest of time, I had a very one-track mind where I'm like, if it's yellow!
That large vault has got to be somehow related to those clues and bottles you've been collecting. If you can locate all the clues in this area, I should be able to crack the code and get you inside it.
Yeah, there's no way to skip that cutscene because you have to pass the vault in order to get the last 4 bottles.
You found it, Sly. That's the final clue to crack the code. Now find out. Press the circle to enter the vault code. The clues have led me to believe that the code for this vault is 792.
792.
Sly, you found a page from the Thievius Raccoonus. This page teaches old Drake Cooper's fast attack dive move. Press the triangle button to use it.
Okay, so anyways, our first power-up. Unlike in future Sly games where all the power-ups are mapped to the shoulder buttons, which make things feel a lot better, just all the power-ups in this game are mapped to the triangle button. Basically, you press the triangle button, you can use it. For a lot of the power-ups, this is not too bad, but there are 2 of them that basically feel a little awkward to use. Anyways, right here, this is a treasure key. Think of it like the power stars of this game. Smash it. And every world has 7 treasure keys. Yeah, just Raleigh leaving a treasure key out to unlock his gate. Just out in the open. No problem there. Anyways, just in terms of the aesthetic, Raleigh's chapter has always been my personal favorite. I just love the vibe here. I just love the ship. I love the tech aspect. Seriously, that blimp has always looked so cool to me. Or rather, the storm machine.
That blimp looks like the most secured location on this boat. If Raleigh's really as smart as his police files suggest, then that's where I'll find him.
Wonderful idea, but your plan is flawed.
Why?
Because it's impossible to get near him. To access Raleigh's blimp, you would have to sneak through that high-voltage power tube. To do that without getting electrocuted, you'd have to destroy that power generator. And to do that, you need 2 more of Raleigh's treasure keys, which are heavily guarded.
Interesting. So when are you gonna get to the impossible part?
Fine, but I warned you. I've marked the areas you need to hit with holographic markers. Follow them to your objectives.
Thanks.
Don't mention it. It's your funeral.
Okay, I forgot to mention this. Just, if Sly takes a single hit in his base form, he dies instantly. He falls in water, he dies instantly. He falls off a pit, he dies instantly. That over there is a lucky charm. Grab it, it gives you an extra hit. But one thing is, I've always loved Bentley's just...
Wow, you found a lucky charm. That'll protect you when you take any damage.
I've always just loved Bentley's cynicism and nervousness as opposed to just Sly's calm and collected nature. It always gives good banter between the two of them. Yeah, that dialogue right there just shows that Raleigh is one of the more standout members of the Fiendish Five, and that basically most of the villains in the series, for that matter, basically have a tragic backstory, whether just a bad childhood or just something went wrong in their lives that was out of their control.
Look at all this stuff. Must be worth millions. And you know what that means? Tighter security. You're gonna have to be extra sneaky to get the treasure key here.
Yeah, so basically, as I was saying, just a lot of the villains, they have these sympathetic backstories where it's like, okay, I can kind of see where they're coming from, but meanwhile, Raleigh, he's just a psychopath. He's like, I was bored one day, and so I decided to just kill people, loot their ships, just for the fun of it. Anyways, you can jump over these lasers right here. Anyways, this is actually the shortest level in the game. Because, see the ending right, see that area right there? That's the end. Seriously, that's the end of this level. So anyways... while Raleigh's dialogue was going on, we killed a flashlight guard. Flashlight guards are basically the pinnacle of powerful enemies in the Sly Cooper series. Because basically, if a flashlight guard catches you, they will launch a ranged attack that will home in on you. And, well, we only have one hit by default, so you can see why that would be deadly. So anyways, smash that save, get 2 bottles. So anyways... you don't want to get caught by them. However, on the plus side, a flashlight guard is unable to see you if you're not in their spotlight. Unlike any other enemy type where they'll just confront you right on the field. Okay, so let's just get up here. Run around because I think that there are some bottles up here. Yep. Yeah, you can just smash those Raleigh busts. Okay. Yeah, just smash them for the fun of it. Anyways, these guys, just lure them out and just hit them one at a time. Sometimes we'll encounter a single one, but for the most part, just, yeah, no trespassing. Thank you, Raleigh. I was thinking, you know, we're gonna turn back. What if Sly saw the sign? He was like, Bentley, we can't trespass here. We can't trespass. Okay, there we go. I was thinking that, hey, maybe we could get through this playthrough without triggering the alarms. But nope. Anyways, this section, just be careful. And just smash the alarm, laser shut down. Okay, and then afterwards we'll go to the vault. The reason I wanted to do this level first, before any of the others, was because, well...
remember, Sly, hold down the circle button near the blue stealth auras to perform super sneaky thief moves.
Okay, I just want to make sure we're not missing anything, but you can actually jump around these spotlights. In fact, this is one way to complete the Master Thief sprints in this level. Basically, the Master Thief sprints, once you complete a level, you'll see an hourglass at the start. And we're missing a bottle. Hooray! Okay, we're gonna have to go back anyways for the vault. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I know where the bottle is. It's probably right in the open. Okay, but yeah, that's one thing that always fills me with dread when playing a Sly Cooper playthrough. Just for basically this game or the second game. Because just, you can end up being one bottle short, which then makes you paranoid, and you have to search around the entire area for it. Okay, so anyways, Master Thief sprints. I am not going to be doing any of them because essentially it's just run through the level as fast as you can, and the time limits for them are surprisingly tight, especially in the Raleigh levels. And not to mention, if you get caught by any spotlights or any lasers, the timer will actually go down faster. So yeah, you're all the more encouraged to basically not get caught, to be stealthy while also being fast. So yeah, heck, I actually managed to get through, to put things into perspective, the very first level in the game, when I was doing the Master Thief sprint for it just recently, I actually was able to only finish it with 0.3 seconds on the clock. I'm not kidding you. And I was moving, and I mean really moving. Okay, but anyways, part of the reason I wanted to do this level first, before any of the other levels in the sequence, was because of what we get from this save.
Press the circle to enter the vault code. Whoever thought this code up knew what they were doing. Dial in 436.
Okay, so anyways, 4, 3, 6.
Interesting. Old Sly Cooper's fast getaway raccoon roll. Stories claim she can move faster rolling than anyone else could on the run. Hold down the triangle button to use this move. Switch between your power-ups using L2 and R2.
Yeah, that's the purpose of the L2 and R2 button, just swapping your powers. Now, roll is arguably one of the most useful powers in the game, because it gives you a boost of speed when you first use it, and on top of that, it lets you really move across flat surfaces. Very useful for the Master Thief sprints. So anyways, in terms of the vaults, with the exception of the third vault that you unlock in any given world, basically, which gives you the blueprints, just all the power-ups that you get will be in a fixed order. For example, you could go to the final, if you didn't open up any vaults in the game, and you went to the final world, that has vaults, you went to World 4, and you basically got the vault there. You would get, by default, you would get as your first power the dive, and then the second vault would be the roll. So basically, use this to manipulate powers if you know the order. In fact, that's actually going to play a role into one of the levels in this world, which we'll probably be tackling in the next episode. But anyways, first things first. Okay, anyways, one thing, if you want extra lives, see those lives behind that glass and that glass? Well, okay, I have to actually get over there. Huh, thought there would be a life there. Maybe it's a lucky charm that appears in that one. But anyways, I just when there were 2 lives there. Oh, alright, I'm thinking of that life and that life. So yeah, these 2 lives right here, they respawn. So really, you have an easy way to get extra lives. Just warp back and forth between the hub and a level, and boom. You're able to just grind for lives. Though, if you lose all your lives in a level, all it does is it gives you a game over, and you restart the stage from the very beginning. Just you lose your checkpoints, and you just gotta start again. So it's not the worst thing in the world. But anyways, on that note, I think that now would be a good time to end things off. I really appreciate that you stuck around to watch this episode. You're a great viewer, and I hope you come back for the next one. If you like this video, like, subscribe, comment, share, do whatever that you want. And with that, I'll see you next time. Bye.